So Joe, it's Joey Rastin here. I just want to know, so you were speaking about cleansing and how you're in the jungle and there. How different is there where you are right now to Kamp Stalraad?
That's a loaded question. Like,
because I know you were one of the guys at Kamp Stalraad, weren't you? At the time, like one of the few guys that was there at Kamp Stalraad, and I read a couple of books, and I read John Smith's book, and there's a chapter or a piece about you in Kamp Stalraad about that, with the late Joost van der Wester is in there as well. And how different is that scenario back then that they described about the chickens and how you had to slaughter the chickens, and to where you are now? Do you still have chickens there?
Yeah, we actually, Wild Animal ate about 20 of our chickens. So I don't have chickens per se on the farm right now, but there is another family that lives here that has some chickens. But you know, I think just to tap into your question, like, Kamp Stalraad was one of the most crazy things. But yeah, at the time, you know, we were lighties, we were youngsters. I think I was 23 years old. We just put our head down and did what we had to do. But yeah, I feel like when that presented around the chicken, you know, a city slicker like myself from Johannesburg, born and bred, you know, went to King Edward School, grown up, I kind of like, what happened was we won a task, and one of the tasks was that we were going to get food after that. And so when this, you know, in your mind you're thinking, okay, cool, like it's something that's already been prepared, made, it's all good. And what they did was they brought this box, and it had, like, on the outside it had like Cocoa Pops on it, you know. So we look at it, okay, well, maybe it's some chocolates or it's something nice to eat. We open it up, and there's like 3 chickens looking up. And I'm like, what, guys, what do you want us to do with this, you know? And then they're like, no, this is your food. Oh, okay, really? And then, yeah, some of the older players, obviously, they had been experienced through that, so they knew how to go about that process. I won't go into all the details because it might, yeah, it's don't. A little bit delicate.
Joe, on that note of poultry reminiscing, we will leave you there with a promise that we will endeavour to send Rudolf Strauli to come and join you for a nice spiritual healing trip to the Costa Rican jungle, which I'm sure he'd love. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe van Niekerk.